Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson from Loyalty 360. I hope everyone's happy, safe, and well. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking to Tom Caparaso. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Clarus Commerce. Tom, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Absolutely. Could you give us a brief overview of Clarus Commerce for those who may not know about your organization and your role within the company?
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm the CEO. I've been with the company now. I'm in my 13th year. It's crazy to think about it that way. Much smaller company when we joined, but we've been really focused on helping retailers build out loyalty programs, more specifically premium loyalty programs, as that wave kind of takes over loyalty. So we've really been building out the strategy, the technology platform, and the team to help support now over 80 brands on our platform, really launching into premium loyalty.
Okay, great. And kind of your role with the organization, what
Sure.
is kind of your day-to-day objective?
Yeah, I mean, my day-to-day changes every day. That's probably the best part of my job. But in the early days, it was definitely roll up your sleeves, get in there, and start to talk to clients. As we think more broadly now, we have a built-out team of 160 people at Clarus, and now with the Prizelogic acquisition, we'll talk about. We're now at the kind of 360, 400 level. And it's more about how do we think about the market? How do we think about the solutions? How do we build the team the right way? And really help our clients and partners scale their business. So It varies from day to day, from participating in the finance conversations, marketing conversations. We've been really inquisitive on the M&A front. And I think you and I talked about it probably a year and a half ago that we were going to be talking to a lot of different companies, so that's been a large part of my time as well.
Okay, great. So on that note, recently Clarus Commerce announced an acquisition of Prizelogic. Could you give us a little background on the acquisition, how it came to be? Obviously, you mentioned that's something that's front and center for you and Clarus. I would love to learn a little bit more about just the whole process.
Yeah, so our bread and butter has been premium loyalty for the better part of the last 10 years. But we have had inquiries from clients and prospects. Can we power a kind of no fee tier? And unfortunately, our answer had been no. And that really identified an opportunity for us to go out there in the M&A space, start to look at companies that are doing that, and really try to bring that technology, that know-how, that strategy, and that people into Clarus so that we can build an end-to-end solution. So we got introduced to the Ryan and the Prizelogic team in early June. And I think we knew a little bit about them, but as we started to really talk to them and really understand how they think about no fee loyalty, but also they have a great promotions engine. They got great partners that are doing a lot of rebate programs and it's underpinned by a very large CDP. We got really interested, and as we started to learn more, not only about how they go to market, but really the team and the technology underneath it all, we got really excited and actually moved forward pretty quickly throughout the summer and closed the deal at the end of the summer.
That's awesome. I think you mentioned Prizelogic, a good complement. They have a really nice strategy group and specialize a lot in kind of B2B CPG type programs, to which they have some, what we believe is market leading technology. So, how will Prizelogic complement Clarus from a strategy and technology perspective?
Yeah, I think at the day one, it just expands our services. We scored very high on the Forrester Wave for services. It expands that, tenfold. You talked about the technology, but the Engage platform that they built, underpinned again by the CDP. You layer in the promotion engine, that and the rebate focus that they're doing. And you mentioned some of the brands. I mean, the T-Mobiles, the Samsungs, the Molson Coors of the world are using one of the pillars at Prizelogic in some form or fashion. That could be kind of end-to-end loyalty. That could be their promotion engine. That could be their rebate functionality. So they're really working with those kind of top tier brands. And to your point, we felt really good about the technology as we started to dig in on the diligence front, and also the team that's really powering it from a forward basis. So for us, it's now about how do we talk between the two companies, to your point, is very complementary. So there's not a ton of overlap either in clients or, way to go to market. So now it's about kind of listening, learning on both sides, and then taking that next step and saying, okay, what are those opportunities, and sizing and prioritizing those, and then going to execution. So, that's where we're in kind of that first 30, 45 days is really taking a double click into, both sides of the business to understand how we can work together better.
Okay. When you look at the Prizelogic acquisition, how will it round out the Clarus offering to the clients? What kind of benefits can current and potential clients expect from the acquisition?
Yeah, I guess the first one is really building out that end-to-end loyalty solution, really bringing in kind of a note. We planted our flag in premium loyalty, and we feel like we've been the leader in that space. Having their features and functionality to bring in that no fee loyalty in that tier is really going to expand our offering with not only current clients who, a handful have been asking for it, so we can bring that to them on day one, but also as we go into the market now, having a full suite and really bringing that end-to-end loyalty solution to the market is something that we're really excited about. I think secondly, as they think about, promotions and how they do promotions, how can we weave those into our current programs? How can we bring those out to existing clients or new prospects? In years past, we've been asked, how do we generate new to file customers for some of our partner? Prizelogic has done such a great job with their promotion capabilities and their engine, how they think about it, that we now have another tool in our toolbox that we can bring out to clients and prospects to give them another opportunity. So we're really excited. Again, we're just kind of putting it all together and learning, and then bringing it out to clients and prospects in the near term.
Okay, great. I think with it, you talked about this new combination of strategies, services, combined technologies between the two platforms, the two companies. How do you feel Clarus is better prepared to meet client needs and changing trends within the industry?
Yeah, I think with the combination of the two companies, we answer a lot of questions. I think as you look at the broader kind of industry movements with with third-party cookies kind of sunsetting, with some of the new updates in iOS, loyalty becomes a really compliant opportunity for lots of different retailers, CPG customers. So again, I think with the combination of these two companies and looking ahead, I know the third-party cookie has been pushed out a little bit, but it's still coming. And having the tools and the technology and the team that can really help our partners and clients get ahead of that is really something we're excited about.
Okay, great. Any last thoughts on the acquisition, Tom? Kind of the state of customer loyalty at a high level, some things you're seeing doing that kind of make this a game changer?
Yeah, I think for us, from a people perspective, it felt really good when we started to dig in on the team side of the Prizelogic and just how they think about. We like to think of ourselves as a partner to our clients, not a vendor. They very much share that. I think we're very much aligned there. As we look at the broader loyalty space, especially with the third-party cookies, iOS, like loyalty is going to become even more important to all of these partners and clients that we're talking to. So, having this full suite of benefit, this end-to-end solution with other capabilities around either CDP, promotions, rebate functionality, I feel like once we get together and get that story right, we're going to be, really excited to bring that to the market.
That's awesome. Well, Tom, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. It was great hearing about the new combined company. It sounds like a very strategic and tactical, but a good fit. I think from a personnel perspective, you guys both have a very strong bench, and kind of what you do and the learnings that you're going to bring to the market should be very compelling. So, looking forward to hearing more, about the combined entity throughout the next year.
Great. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for watching.